Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are finishing our look at the body cam footage from September 23rd to 24, 2024. The one where Cyrax attempts to get sympathy and help from the police, after telling them the police won't help. Our new favorite police officer has just confronted Raxxo with evidence that Cyrax was exposing himself on the internet. Let's watch.
The legal route that's going to happen is you getting arrested for exposing yourself online.
What can I do?
You can stop exposing yourself online and stay off social media.
I will.
No, he won't. Remember, this was almost a month ago, and Cyrax has been on social media the whole time. He lies so easily and seems to know what the police want to hear. He's more than willing to say anything they want. Following through, that's a different matter.
You said the same thing about YouTube. Have you been on there lately?
No, I've not.
Bullshit detected. Give it a rest, Raxxo. You were definitely on YouTube then. Definitely. Remember your Tactical Ace channel? Yes, we see it was created on the 13th. This little powwow happened 10 days later. Not only that, but you continue to make new channels. Remember Sonic Stardust and Rebel Regard Records? Okay, granted, regard was not the second word, but you get the point. Cyrax is a dirty little liar.
Matter of fact, if you want to, I can get my mom.
I don't want to see it.
So you got off YouTube. You got off YouTube and you went on another platform.
Not to do that. No, the reason why.
But there's video of you doing it.
The reason why I originally went on Rumble was to confront Marty because he was threatening my girlfriend.
You just said you don't want to talk to him.
Don't you see, Raxxo? They are not buying your bullshit. And that is exactly what you're trying to sell them. You may have the attention span and memory of a gnat, but they don't. You're outclassed in every way by these officers because they can remember what you said 5 minutes ago. You evidently cannot.
Yet you went on another social media platform to talk to him.
Because he was threatening my girlfriend.
In Australia?
He lives in Australia.
Someone in Australia?
Yeah, I don't know how he does it, but he has his ways of threatening.
Because it's social media. Do you understand how social media works?
Yeah, I do.
How does it work?
He barely understands it.
You're always
Explain it to me.
You're always going to have people that are going to hate.
Right! You are always going to have haters. Many, many haters. Because your content stinks, and you're a sicko. But you know, Raxxo, the vast majority of people exist online without legions of haters. It's actually quite unusual to see someone as reviled as you are. For example, we're willing to bet neither of these guys have thousands of people hate watching them. And that's another thing. When you have more dislikes than likes, it should be pretty clear folks don't want to see you.
You're always going to have people that are going to say and do stuff. And I understand that.
If you understood, you'd leave.
When I first started doing social media, I did not sign up to get bullied.
Actually, Cyrax, you did. You just didn't know it at the time. See, as we've looked back on your career, it's obvious from the very start that you would be a great, big, juicy target for trolling. And your self-delusion made you an easy target, too. Remember 7 years ago? You were calling out record labels for passing you by on account of your tragic face. The truth is, labels don't really care about that kind of thing if you have talent. You had and still have none. Combined with your gullibility, trolls came to make you think you had a chance, and then rip it away for laughs. You took the bait every time then, Music Biz Marty found you. That's the bottom line, Raxxo. You will always have more trolls than anyone genuinely enjoying your crap. The longer you stay, the more trolls there will be.
Well, nobody does, but this is the world we live in.
But what can I do to better myself? Because I do want to better myself starting
Stop
tonight.
exposing yourself online. This is the third time I've told you this. The first time was, I've been here twice for you on YouTube. And people keep reaching out to you because of YouTube because you're doing the same thing.
Well, is there any way that I can, maybe have you guys in a way, try to talk to Marty or talk to my friends and, make sure that is there any way that I can have you, if I can get my friends on a video call on my thing upstairs, is there any way that you guys can talk to them to help me make sure that I don't do this again?
How are they going to stop you from exposing yourself online? You're a grown man. If you don't think you can get on social media without exposing yourself, then you should not have social media.
And that is the fact, Jack. Raxxo, can you hear yourself? You just asked the police to talk to first Music Biz Marty, then your friends, about how they can keep you from exposing yourself online. Nobody can keep you from doing that, you fool. Not without drugs or rope to tie you up with. The officer is 100% correct. If you need someone to keep you from being a sicko online, you shouldn't be online. Period.
I can and I want to. I really do want to stop it. And like I said, I want to be held.
You want to stop what?
I want to stop reacting to these guys. Like these people, this has been going on since 2017. And I am definitely afraid of these guys. I have literally watched friends and people I care about get hurt because of these people. So is there any way that maybe you guys can help me, like, work something out to where I'm not in this position? Because I don't know what else to do.
Stay off social media. Just stay off of it. Irregardless of this guy reacting and threatening your family and...
Observation. You know, it never gets old watching him act like a weakling. Probably because we remember these times whenever he is blustering and acting tough online. Because deep down, this is all there is to him. Weakness, ineptitude, and ignorance.
Well said, HK. And now we move on to the cop talking to Ed. This is probably the most interesting part of the entire encounter.
Leave it alone.
Does Chaz have like a caseworker or anything like that, or? Because he keeps repeating the same thing, saying pretty much that he's being bullied on social media, but as you said, they're reaching out to you because he's exposing himself online. He's not understanding that.
This is the first time we've heard anyone from APD talk like that. He is on the ball, and notice that Raxxo had zero interest in taking his advice or understanding how the things he does make him look mentally handicapped, because he obviously is. Shout out to Sally for not seeing that as he grew up. Idiot.
I am understanding that.
No, he don't.
It's not.
And
don't
I
have a
understand.
caseworker.
Okay.
But what you're saying is,
Because what he's saying is that he needs someone. He wants us to talk to his friends so his friends can make sure that he doesn't expose himself online. Does that make sense to you?
Nope.
Okay. And he said he can't stop, but as you understand, he's a grown man. And him exposing himself online is a big issue.
I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
I mean, there's, you know, we as she just talked to him out the window goes. Well, I don't want to get him arrested. Okay.
I mean, there's only so much you can do. He is in your house. I would honestly, what is he using to get online?
I don't know. I know we got Spectrum internet.
Right. Does he have a like phone, or is he on laptop, computer?
What did it say on that one page? On that one?
I'm not sure. Something about throwing his laptop or desktop, I think.
Oh, okay. I mean, if it was me, and he's not listening, have you told him to stop exposing himself, stop doing? If he's not listening, I would kick him off the internet.
Okay, well then, you know, he's gonna raise hell. He's gonna make our lives worse.
Aha! We suspected this was the case. If Sally and Ed take away his internet access, Raxxo will almost literally have nothing to do. And as a 34-year-old child, he needs something to occupy his time. Without the internet, all he can do is play offline games and watch TV. You just know Ed and Sally can't stand being around him. A self-centered, delusional boy. Would any of you want to hang out with this walking personification of poison ivy? Hell no! And that right there is where Sally and Ed are missing the bigger picture. The reason he's so hard to handle is because he's mentally deficient. Ed and Sally have no training to handle him. And as a result, they're stuck in the situation Sally made.
You can do that? I mean, at some point, he's 34 years old?
Dude, I mean, understand this.
Yeah.
Okay? He yells and screams at his mom.
Gotcha.
So I get pissed off.
Gotcha.
But not me going up there. It means not going to help the problem. If we take the computer away, we got to let him know.
So is he doesn't have anything as far as like giving you, I forget what it's called. Pretty much he hasn't signed his rights away to you, has he? So he's still a legal adult. He's able to take care of himself, care for himself. So, is he able to live with himself, live on his own?
He don't make no money. He don't have a job.
Let's not forget, he needed Sally to apply antifungal cream to his unit. He can't cook, lives in a cesspool of disgust because he refuses to clean up. Hell, the last time anything close to cleaning happened, it was him making room for his supposed racing rig. And even then, we suspect he just piled his garbage on the other side of the room. He has no high school diploma, no GED, and Sally and Ed have to prepare food for him. They don't make sure he's brushing his teeth. In short, Cyrax is more like a rebellious 7-year-old than a grown man. Just watch what Ed says when the cop asks if he thinks Raxxo could live on his own.
Is he able to live on himself? If he were to get a house and somehow it could be paid for, could he live and function on his own?
I think he could.
You're a real dumbass, Ed. You deserve this.
At some point, he needs to get out of Dad's house. He's 34 years old.
Well, I'm her dad.
I thought you were Dad.
No, I'm Mom's boyfriend.
Oh, okay. Well, same thing. I mean, it's just you guys' house, right?
Well, I told him tonight, I said, you can't do that. Well, other people do that. I said, yeah, but other people don't get the police called on.
Okay. But what you do have to understand is you can't put your hands on him, though. He's not a kid anymore, so you can't discipline him in the eyes of the law. He's 34 years old.
Last night he told me he was going to kick me down the steps because I went up after him. I told him, this is enough. I said, go ahead and kick me down the steps. That's all I want you to do.
How does Mom feel about this whole situation? You don't have to go get her. I'm just asking you. How does she feel about it?
She don't want him on the computer, but yet she can't. She can't take the computer away.
So she can change the password. Don't give it to him. If he wants to raise hell and do crazy stuff, call us. We'll deal with it. He's a grown man. He's 34 years old. If he can't respect her house, you guys' house, and abide by your rule, he doesn't need to be here.
Well, I feel like this. I've only been here 7 years. So it's really not my house. They were here before.
This has been here 7 years?
Yeah. Well, they were here before.
You have a lady that you guys are now living together. Her adult son is living with you guys. He needs to...
Damn it, Ed, man up. Try learning a bit about technology or making Sally understand that she's caring for a 34-year-old child. Do something, you lazy lump of ludicrous loss.
I understand what you're saying.
Because it's not worth you losing your house where you're living because we keep on getting called, right?
This between us guys.
Start for Eastern Manchester. Right.
So you want what?
I don't want to be here.
What did you say, Ed? You know you've got really bad mush mouth. Let's up the audio and hear that again.
I don't want to be here. 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 I don't want to be here.
This makes complete sense. There have been rumors floating around that Ed doesn't have to be there, that he has his own place. Meanwhile, we saw some documents indicating he's broke. It looks like the documents were right, because hearing this, we can now confirm that he doesn't want to be there anymore, but also has nowhere else to go. How? Sad?
That's an option as well.
I just got through a surgery from the back.
All right, boss.
Oh, that was funny. Ed trying to talk about his surgeries and the cop just shutting him down. Sorry, Ed, the cops aren't there for you to whine to. They, unlike you, have other things to do. All in all, this was a very revealing encounter and clears up several issues that had been unresolved. Thank you all for watching this. Have an outstanding 24 to 48 hours.